Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the shop. Today we've got a little bit of a special turning we're going to put on the lathe today. This is for somebody's birthday. Elizabeth, happy birthday. Your mom contacted me about 6 months ago and asked if I could do a bowl for you. And I thought it'd be a fun little extra to film doing the bowl for you. So, this is the rough turned blank that will be your bowl. So, happy birthday, Elizabeth. This one's for you. Alright, first things first. Let's make the tenon round. There. Tenon's round. I don't want to go much farther because that's a lot of mass out here flopping around and not being connected very securely. So, flip it around. We'll get to working on her. Smooth. It's one of those days today. Let me stand back. Contact. Alright, we'll get some safety gear on and we'll turn this thing. Alright, freshly sharpened, 5/8 bowl gouge. I want to clean this rim up. You see how bouncy that is and how uneven. Get me an even spot, then I'll work my way down the backside. There, that's better. I don't really care how even it is like this or anything like that, because I got to take a lot of distance off. She worked while she dried, but I can tell already it's going to be pretty. Check, see how we're doing. We're getting there. You got bouncy, you got the knot. The shavings coming off of this are so hot. Number one, you can see the black mark on my tool. That's how hot it's making my tools. It's actually messing with the steel, and it's also burning my hand. So I'm going to put a glove on. I know, gloves and spinny things is a bad thing. We need a glove on this one. Alright, we got a fresh gouge, and we got a glove.
I did that with this sandpaper just to make sure I don't have any tool marks that won't come out with sanding, that I need to actually take tools to. Alright. Alright, what kind of tuber would I be if I didn't show everything? I'm going to take blue tape. I'm going to seal up the insides of these cracks because I can see light through there and I don't want my UV resin running out. Make sure that's level. Alright. Now, something I just learned. The applicator tip for the UV resin is this rather thick, inaccurate, tip. But the caps from your Starbond CA thin bottles, you buy a pack of bottles, you get extra caps, will fit on the total UV resin. So now you've got a super precise, accurate applicator for your UV resin. Because I want it down in the cracks. And I'm not going to show the rest of this because it's going to be more and more. When it's time to cure it, you have a little UV flashlight. You just hold it on there and it cures it. For a couple of minutes. I don't want to do it just yet. Alright, it's sealed and patched. Now you get a brake scraper, clean her up. Gentle. Alright, it's been sand a little bit, fill a little bit, sand a little bit for a while. I didn't film it all because, quite frankly, that's kind of boring. But, checking to see if I missed any spots. Give it a final touch. Feels good in the hand. So I got a little bit of UV's got to cure a little bit more. And that, it's good. I'm probably going to flip it around and do the inside now. Alright, time for hollowing. Gotta be a lot of high-speed hollowing. We'll establish our rim thickness, and we'll go from there. I want this to have a little bit thicker rim, because I want you to be able to use this thing. What good's a bowl if you can't use it? So I'm thinking something like that. Good thick rim on it. Good heavy-duty bowl. Sharpened up. Interesting problem I've never encountered before. The tools are getting so hot, even though they're super sharp, that I almost can't hold on to them. So I'm going to go get a little cup of water so I can cool this thing off. I don't want to lose my temper. Heat temper in the steel. That's better. I can feel a bit of a lump in there. Man, you guys are getting dusty. And believe it or not, that's going to be it for cutting tools. I had to go and top off these cracks, finish and fill them up the right way. Seal them up. Then I will take my negative rake scraper, clean it up, and then we will sand for 3 days. No, not 3 days. Maybe 3 hours. Not 3 days. Alright. I don't think I'm going to film any of that. Yeah, you guys don't need to see me do 6 hours of sanding. So, I will bring you back when the sanding is done. Actually, I'll bring you back for the last grit of sanding. 400, last grit. I think that'll do. We do a little bit cleanup, get rid of the dust collection, and I'm going to put a coat of finish on it while it's on the lathe. I normally finish off the lathe, but with a piece this big and the fact that it's getting kind of late in the day today, I'll put a coat of finish on it while it's on the lathe, and then tomorrow we'll pull the tenon off, finish up the bottom, put our logo on it, put some more finish on it. When in doubt, we're finished. So, I'll be right back. We'll put a finish on this. It's going to look good. That's better. I had to de-dust myself. Alright, now that I've cleaned everything and cleaned myself, we're going to put our first coat of finish on it. Use General Finishes wood bowl finish. Like you can say, I always put it in a squeeze bottle. Just makes life easier. And it's tempting, but don't do it while the lathe is running. You will end up with finish in places you don't want finish. And this first coat, it's going to soak it right up. In fact, I'm just going to squirt it on there. Pretty heavy. I'm turning the lathe by hand. My lathe doesn't go that slow. And this wood's just going to drink this coat up. And once this coat dries, I'll come back and I'll hit it with a gray Scotch-Brite. Actually, I might hit it with a white Scotch-Brite. It's pretty smooth. And I'll put another coat on. Then I'll wait a little while and I'll put another coat on. Just when I'm sick of putting coats on, I'll put another coat on. Because this is one of those things where you're not going to put too much on it on this. The more you put on, the better it'll be protected. Just keep rubbing it in. Lots of light thin coats. Boy, that's a good one. A lot of figure in it. lot of figure. It's a good one. Got a little bit more on this bottom here. So I'll be doing this for a couple of days. So after I Scotch Brite it, I'll probably pull it off the lathe. And then we'll have to take the tenon off the bottom, finish up the area where the tenon is, put our logo in it, and we will have one big, beautiful bowl. Oh yes, I'm happy with it. There's a lot going on. Very nice. So, see you when it's tenon removal time. Alright, it's time to remove a tenon. For you guys, it's only been an instant. For me, it's been a week. I'm finally back out here. I got the finish on the outsides cured. We're going to remove the tenon, sand it. We'll put a little bit of finish on the tenon. Actually, first we're going to put our logo in it. Then we'll put a little bit of finish on it. And then I'll give you guys the big reveal. So, time to remove a tenon. I'm going to start out with my 5/8 bowl gouge. And then at some point in this, I'll switch to a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Same thing, just smaller. So, here we go. Contact. I'm going to give it just a little bit of detail. Plus, to help me center my logo, I'm going to put a little line in here. And that's good. 320 is as high as we're going to go. Now, I got a little nub here that's got to get removed. I'll do that by hand with the sander. And then we'll burn our logo on the very bottom here. So, I'll bring it back when it's logo burning time. Alright, let's see if I can't screw this up. It'll be good. It's going to be perfect. I can tell. I will it to be perfect. Well, we get good smoke. Perfect for me. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright. Now, I'm going to give that a light sand. We'll put some finish on this bottom piece. Probably 2 coats of my General Finishes wood bowl finish. I'll bring it back for the big reveal.
All right, the bowl is done. Elizabeth, here's your birthday present. Well, you probably already have it in your hand, but the Big Elm bowl. I'm happy with this one. Look at all that chatelaines in it. All that color and the way the light plays off of everything in it. It's a nice one. It's got 4 coats of General Finishes salad bowl finish on it, so it should be a good durable finish. Measures 13.5 inches across and 3.5 inches tall. It's a good usable bowl. The wall thickness is between 1/2 and 3/8 of an inch thick. Tried to keep it pretty even all the way around. Like I say, don't be afraid to use it. It's meant to be used. Anyway, I'll throw some slow rollers up at the end. I enjoyed doing that one. That was that was a challenge. When the bowls get big like that, they get to be a challenge. But I enjoyed it. Anyway, happy birthday.